Hit a cow. Hit the cow. Hit him. Oh, damn, we didn't hear it because of the crash noise. Hit the cow. So we fucking found this game that's a turd. So we're gonna fucking rip off the nerd and do a goddamn motherfucking shitty video game review. But we're gonna do it on the Sega Genesis, cause it does things that Nintendo don't do. Yeah, cause I'm the pugnacious Sega Genesis geek. Yeah, pugnacious. It basically means angry. Yeah, I'm the pugnacious Sega Genesis geek. Yeah, I found it in a thesaurus. Cause all the other words for angry were taken already, you know? Irate, annoyed, pissed off. Yeah, I'm the pugnacious Sega Genesis geek. Enraged, furious, aggravated, engorged. I'm the fucking pugnacious Sega Genesis geek. Okay, whoa. Okay. Hey there, Teddy Rumpskin here, your Sega Genesis geek, continuing on my quest to find the worst game ever on the Sega Genesis. Right, yeah. And I played a lot of really bad games on the Sega Genesis, but I'm still looking for the absolute worst game. Now, if you want to see some of my other videos, I got a link right here. You can see me play Awesome Possum.
Awesome Possum kicks Dr. Machino's butt. I'm awesome.
Yeah, Awesome Possum kicks Dr. Machino's butt. What a stupid fucking title. And what a terrible fucking game. But it's not the worst video game on the Sega Genesis. Hell no. I played other ones too. Up top here, you got a link right here to where I play Bassmasters. Oh, Bassmasters is so bad. Fucking ass blasters. Oh god, it's so fucking terrible. No. No, get out of here. And I got a link right here in the middle to where I play American Gladiators. Oh god, man. I mean, I like American Gladiators. That was a fun fucking TV show. But this game is so bad. It's so fucking terrible. It doesn't simulate the game at all. It's so fucking shitty. Grab the gun. Oh, come on! Yeah, other terrible games like fucking CyberCop. Oh, CyberCop. Fuck CyberCop. I mean, I like the idea. And, you know, moving around in 3D works pretty well, but it's just an unplayable game. Although I've been told that I didn't fucking play that game right. You know, I just didn't know how to fucking do it. Well, I fucking read the instruction manual. You know, what else am I supposed to do? I was doing what I thought I was supposed to be doing in the fucking game, you know? Is it my fucking fault that the game is fucking terrible? Fuck no, you know? Or fucking Shaq Fu. Yeah, Shaq Fu. Shaq Fu is a terrible fucking game for sure, right? But it's not the worst game of all time. It's got a really bad reputation. In fact, it ended up on a lot of the worst game of all times list. Here it's number 3, right behind fucking Superman on the Nintendo 64 and E.T. on the Atari 2600. But come on, it's not the worst game of all time. Fuck. Yeah, in fact, the quest continues to find the worst game of all time on the Sega Genesis, right? Yeah. And I welcome comments from you guys. Please, write me a comment. Tell me what you think is the worst game on the Sega Genesis. I really do read all the fucking comments, and I'll check them out, you know? In fact, the game we're playing today is a suggestion from one of you guys. We're playing Hard Drivin', yeah, which is a racing game that has been called one of the worst games of all time, right? But I don't really agree with that, no. In fact, back in the day, I used to love playing Hard Drivin'. I thought it was fucking fun, you know? But you gotta go back to when the game actually came out, you know? Originally, Hard Drivin' was an arcade game. Yeah, an arcade game that featured revolutionary 3D graphics, you know? It was a driving simulator, and it did 3D graphics like nobody had ever seen before, you know? I used to love playing that game in the arcade. Just driving around on 3D tracks. It was like, wow. It's amazing. Oh my god. Right? And when it came out on the home system, I was like, cool, hard driving on the Sega Genesis, yeah! I popped that motherfucking thing in there and it actually played almost exactly like the arcade, right? Yeah. And you know, you're gonna crash. You're gonna crash while driving around, but that's half the fun, you know? It's not an easy game. It's called hard driving, 'cause it's hard, right? Yeah, that's part of the fun. In fact, I love driving around and crashing into shit. Yeah, 'cause the game gives you like an instant replay, right? It shows you what fucking happened. Yeah, I'm exploding. Oh, it's a fiery wreck. Oh my god. Doing this. Doing it. Whoa, yeah. Oh shit, what? Yeah. Crashing. Glorious, look at that. Flying off. Fantastic. Some glorious crashes off the loop-de-loop. We're doing it. Oh shit, it's a fucking truck. Dodge the truck. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, I can't wait to see that. What happened? Going around. Boom! Oh, yeah, glorious. Yeah, 'cause you could drive around and you could crash into shit. You could hit fucking street signs. And you could run into a fucking cow. Yeah, and the game knows that you're gonna fuck around in it, you know? That's why the cow fucking moves, you know? The game knows that you're gonna fuck around with this game. That's what's great about it. Now, really, you can play the game the way it's supposed to be fucking played. And there's actually two different tracks. You can go the speed track or the stunt track. If you go the speed track, it's pretty much just a flat road and you just drive around on it, right? Try to make the best fucking time. And, yeah, it actually kind of crisscrosses with the stunt track. This part where you go underneath this little bridge thing, you know, a little ramp, you know, and, yeah, it plays just fine. It plays pretty fucking well. Yeah. But it's more fun to do the stunt track and just crash your fucking car. Yeah, you could crash your fucking car. Yeah, blowing the fuck up. I love it. You know, and there's this loop-de-loop, which, you know, you could do it. All you gotta do is, like, you know, maintain your fucking speed while you're going over the loop-de-loop, but it's much more fun to fucking try and crash, you know? Like, steer off the fucking track and fucking watch your car just fly off into space and explode. That's fucking fun. Yeah! Whoa! Yeah! I went flying there. Whoa, look at that! Flying way off the track. Fantastic. It's great stuff. Here we go. Doing it again. Oh shit. Get off there. Yeah, it's fucking great. I fucking love it, right? And I mean, years later, Sega would actually make a much better 3D racing game, Virtual Racing, right? Which features a much better frame rate. The graphics are a lot smoother and there's more detail. Yeah, Virtual Racing is a much better racing game, but you can't fucking crash your car, you know? You try and crash your car and your car just bounces right back onto the fucking track. Oh, crashing. Looks wacky. Looks so wacky. Oh. Yeah, look at that. Like, yeah, that's not fun. I mean, it's not fun if you can't crash your fucking car, you know? That's the fun thing about hard driving. Yeah, you get to crash your car and get an instant replay. Head-on collision. Right in the middle of loop-de-loop. Look at that. Bam! Right into a fucking truck. It's good stuff. Yeah, I actually like hard driving more than virtual racing, you know? And of course, virtual racing's a much bigger game. I mean, look at it. It's fucking huge. You know, because it's got a special fucking 3D chip in there and stuff. But hard driving just runs on a basic fucking computer chip in its fucking cartridge. And the Sega Genesis can handle it because it's got blast processing, baby. Yeah, blast processing. It's true, you know. You could actually do a side-by-side comparison with the same game on the Super Nintendo, right? Released on the Super Nintendo was Race Drivin. Well, Race Drivin is basically the same game as Hard Drivin, you know, basically. But it's supposed to be faster, right, because it's race driving. But, I mean, on the Super Nintendo, it runs like fucking shit. I mean, look at that. The frame rate is even worse than on this Sega Genesis, right? I mean, this is the game on this Sega Genesis, and yeah, it's got a crappy frame rate. But it's even worse on the Super Nintendo. Look at that. Look at that. Man. I mean, back in the day, I actually rented Race Driving because I was expecting it to look better on the Super Nintendo, because the Super Nintendo supposedly had better graphics. But I was like, well, what is this? What is this? Why is this look crappier on the Super Nintendo? It actually looks much better on the Sega Genesis. Well, it's because of the blast processing. Yeah! Sega Genesis got it. Nintendo don't. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But yeah, basically what I'm saying is that Hard Driving is not one of the worst games of all time. Hell fucking no, it's not. It's actually a lot of fun. So the quest continues to find the worst game ever on the Sega Genesis. So send me a fucking comment, tell me what you think is the worst game on the Sega Genesis. And I'll fucking play it. Until then, fucking keep it real. This is it. Flying off the fucking road here. What doing? Oh, I don't even know what happened here. Woo, yeah. Oh, it's exploding. Right in the middle of the fucking thing. It's good times. Good stuff. Yeah! Whoa! Fuck happened there? Woo! Bam! Bam! Okay. Now 1 second to crash into something. Do it! Yeah! Did it! Fucking right! I love it. Oh! And I still came in at number 2. Nice. Very generous with the fucking high scores and shit, you know? Yeah. Yeah. Look at that. That beautifully animated pit crew. Fantastic. It's groovy. It's fucking groovy.